Hi there folks, Borislav247 here with another Days Gone Horde series video where I focus all my attention on one specific horde. And on this video, it is the Cascade Lakes rail-lined horde that gets my full attention. Right then, on to some information about this horde. This horde is 125 strong. They reside in the Highway 97 region, in the central area of it no less, very close to Tumult. And this horde is what I refer to as an end game horde. They are not available to take on until you've completed the main Days Gone game. Now, here is where they are located. That is their daytime location, which is in a cave. Now, not that far away, you have their night water location. And a little bit further down from that, you have their night feeding location. Now, worth knowing, there are no less than 6 easy kill areas for this horde, so let's get to the action, folks. Right then, as always with these videos, I always like to start with what I call a conventional method. And unlike a lot of my conventional methods where I like to have a bit of a twist that I include in them, there's not one for this. This is just basically good planning. And it basically takes place during the daytime, so I'm going to take full advantage of the cave that they're in. And more importantly, you can access the very top of this cave. Any time where you have an area where you can get above a cave, you're always going to have a huge advantage. So I'm basically going to take the time to get them out of the cave, and I'm going to hit them hard with a napalm Molotov straight away to try and reduce their numbers. After that, I'm basically looking to use another attractor where I will try and take out a few more of the numbers with a grenade. And then from there, I'm going to move very quickly over to my left and take out the remainder of the horde. That's how it's all going to play out. So there we go. See the numbers. I'm not even waiting for the grenade to go off. I want to get in position very quickly. So here, the beauty of this spot here is you have very little chance of being flanked. The protection from the side of the cave means that they're having to come up that way, and as you can see, it's an easy job once you get them coming up the hill like that. Job done. Right then, on to the first easy kill location, and this takes place at their night feeding area. Now, this one is a bit of a two-parter, because the first thing that I am wanting to do is to get the horde's full attention, and I also actually want to move them slightly away from their feeding area. And it will become very clear in just a minute as to why I'm doing this. So, the bike is very handy in getting this job done, but very important, I need to get off the bike, because the next part, I want to get an attractor out. This is just to slow them down a bit and basically gives me the time to get into position. It's right here, dive roll, then get down onto that rock, and from here the job is a good one, because now they are really going to have a hard time to get anywhere near. The fact that the lay of the land here really works to my advantage is what makes this easy kill location so good. Even the World War Z style tactics that I constantly go on about don't really help them too much here, because the slope is basically making it so much harder for them. And now that I've basically got the numbers down, this job should be done and dusted very, very soon. And there we go. Job done. Okay, on to the next kill location. Right then, the second easy kill location takes place at the night feeding area. Although I do state on screen that it's the night water area, I'm looking to get them from their water area up to the feeding area. Because if you do it this way, it becomes a very easy and very relaxed affair indeed. If you try to basically sneak to this section here and climb this while the horde are a mere few feet away, it's a difficult task. So it's always worth making sure that they're at their night water area before attempting this. And although this is a very safe method for taking out this horde, I can't state this enough. It's quite a lengthy process because the Horde aren't the quickest in getting to this location. Now, this particular method that I'm using, I have had mixed results with. On some occasions, I have actually managed to get the entire Horde up to this location without the use of an attractor. However, there have been other runs where they just don't seem to be reacting in the way that you would like when they're hearing gunfire. And this, unfortunately, is one of these occasions. So I am starting to get a bit impatient. Yeah, let's get an attractor into play here. And this will get their attention. Okay, that's more like it. I'm not too worried about the freakers that I've just started running back down towards the attractor, because now, yeah, now they know where I am, and now I am getting their full numbers. Once they do get over here, it is an easy affair indeed to get the job done. As always with these sort of areas, I basically recommend that you do not use any pipe bombs or grenades, because if you do, you're going to come firing off this electricity pylon very, very quickly, and it will be game over. But I'm just taking the time because it's a good line of sight here as I'm making my way towards this electricity pylon to take out as many as I can when they're running en route. The ones down below, not a problem, and I'm not going to be long with them. Napalm Molotov, I've got them, why not use them? And when they congregate so nicely below me like that, it just makes perfect sense. And so from here, it's just a nice clean job. And there we go. Job done. Right, on to easy kill location 3, and this takes place close-ish to their daytime location. I'm basically looking to take them away from the cave area, and I'm looking to take them right up here, because as in a number of areas in the Days Gone world, they sometimes react very strangely to certain areas, and this is one of them. And when you see this, yeah, you'll probably laugh a bit because it is quite bizarre how they behave. But here we go. That is the Horde. Getting their attention, not a problem. Just going to get some gunfire going here. Okay, here they come. Might as well take out a few of their numbers while they're running out. Not only that, the continued gunfire with the noise makes sure that all the numbers basically come out. So from here, I'm looking to get back on the bike, and I'm heading up this hill. Yeah, I'm just having a quick look to make sure that I've definitely got the numbers. From here, the bike is no longer required. Yep, I can see them all heading over. So, this is where the magic happens. I'm looking to get up to this section. Now, they will keep coming towards you until you get to here. Watch what happens. Watch this. All of a sudden, yep, for some reason that one is just stuck. But the rest of them now are looking to get me via this way. And they will struggle to do anything here because they simply, they just can't get over to my location. Now, the beauty of this location, and I can show it right here, is that if you feel that the numbers are starting to get a little bit too close, just move a little bit away from that rock area and basically have them turning around so that they're basically running right round to the other side in order to get to you. It just gives you some breathing space. And what I'm going to do again, now that they're starting to get near me from that side, I'm moving back into that spot, and now they're coming back over here again. But this time, they don't have the numbers where they're going to give me any problems whatsoever. So it is now, especially as I'm picking them off as they're just trying to climb up here, this should be a very easy job indeed. And there we go. A very unusual way for taking out this horde, but it works an absolute treat. Right then, on to easy kill location number 4, and this takes place at the daytime location. Now, I'm laughing for good reason, because I should almost be thinking about changing this name. There is nothing easy about this until you're actually in position. I'm looking to get over the top of the cave here, and I'm looking to get to this very area that you can see down below there. Now, to do that, you need to get over to this section here, and you can see that shade of rock there, a bit darker. You want about there, and then from there, a sort of 45-degree angle, basically let yourself drop. And trust me when I say I've killed myself a number of times trying to pull this one off. But basically, once you're down here, I like to use an attractor and then get a napalm Molotov into the equation very quickly, because you want the numbers heavily reduced quickly from here, because otherwise you will get overrun. They can get to this position, but if you get the numbers down very quickly, it's a different story altogether. The hardest part of this by far is just getting into this position, because as I've already stated, it can go very badly wrong. I died a number of times basically trying to get this one right. Right then, after the craziness of the easy kill location number 4, easy kill location number 5 also takes place during the daytime, but I will be looking to lure this horde out of their cave and over to this section. And yet there will be some people that will instantly be thinking, oh yes, I've seen you use this method before, but on a different horde. And you would be right, because the Tumult mission horde that you meet at one point in the Days Gone game, yep, you can take that lot out using this very method, and it works fantastically. Now, because I know that a good majority of the horde, once they go over to this position, are actually going to go into that kiosk area, that is why I'm putting all the explosives under the sun in there. I'll take out a great deal of the numbers straight away as soon as they're in there. So it just makes the job a little bit quicker. So I've got an attractor in play. I just want to get them all heading over to this area, and of course I'm going to take full advantage of the fact that you have a fantastic line of sight over here, and they've got a river to cross as well before they even get to my position. So I've already taken out a great number of them, but I'm not hanging about. At this point, this is how it's done. Head over this way, and very important, just make sure that you're properly lined up for this, and then it's just basically 2 taps of the climbing button, and that's it. Once you're up here, you are pretty much untouchable. It's very rarely you will ever get a freaker that comes up onto this section. I've seen it happen once or twice with the Tumult mission horde, because they are 300 strong. This lot are only 125. You just don't have the same kind of problems. They don't have the numbers that they can do the World War Z style tactics effectively here. And there we go. That is it. It's a nice, easy job indeed. Okay, on to the last easy kill location, and the best of the lot in my opinion. Okay, easy kill location number 6. This also takes place during the daytime, and I'm looking again to get them out of the cave and over to an area that is truly untouchable. And this is how it goes down. It's one with a bike and with a set of rocks. Yep, it's right here. It's a nice easy climb as well, not too much in the way of problems. So I'm looking to get to round about there, get off the bike, and then from here, an attractor. And very important, folks, make sure that the attractor actually hits land. If you throw the attractor in the river, it simply won't work, so do bear that in mind. That is why I'm throwing it over to that section, because I can't really get it any closer. From here, it's just a nice, easy job. The horde immediately know where I am. And another thing that is so good about this one is look at where they basically head to in order to try and get to you. They all climb up at that section over there, and your line of sight is just fantastic. So I'm just ignoring all the freakers that I've actually managed to get over to my position. I'm just going to take out as many of them as I can here while they're heading over like this. Because it just it's as easy as it gets. And then from here, the last of them, and there isn't many. Okay, I thought I would be finished by now. There's always bloody one. Okay, job done. Right then, for the final run, I am going to show a stealth option. Now, after seeing the last easy kill location, I wouldn't recommend anybody do this because you're wasting a lot of your good resources. But if you're wanting a good spot to take out this horde, you're not going to get much better than this for a stealth option. Not only do you have the luxury of having a good bush area to hide in, but you have the added protection of the river there. So any stragglers are basically, they might walk around a bit, but they won't actually come into the river. They normally just keep to the land part, which makes this method exceptionally safe. So I started with a flashbang, then an attractor, and from here I'm basically going to go with a few grenades. It is the usual tried and tested method. As soon as one grenade has gone off, fire another one into the same location, because every time the horde move in because they're attracted by the sound of the explosion. And this will get their numbers down very nicely. Now at this point I'm not going to bother with any more grenades. I'm actually going to go now with an attractor bomb because their numbers are seriously depleted. And I'm actually going to go with a pipe bomb here as well, and I want to throw it where it's just heading over there just before that attractor goes off, and that was perfect. I'm actually amazed I didn't take out the entire horde there and then, but there's always one. And that's the Cascade Lakes rail line horde well and truly taken care of. As always, thank you so much for watching the video, and I hope you all enjoyed it.